Okay, let's do problem 1 to sum. So we are given an integer array nums and integer target, and we have to return the indices of two numbers that add up to target. So here we can see that 2, 7 add up to target 9, so return 0 and 1. And here we can see that 2 and 4 add up to 6, so we return 1 and 2. It says we can't use duplicates, so we can't just return 0 and 0. And alright, so that's pretty much the problem, and the most obvious solution for this one would be using two for loops. So we set I to here and then j to here, so we just add 2 and 7 and then 2 and 11 and then 2 and 15 until we find the target. If we don't find anything, we move I and j, and then again add 2 and 11 and then 2 and 15 and so on. So that's the most brute force method. So let's not use that, but is there any other method we can use? Well, we can in fact use hash map. So hash map will contain the numbers and the corresponding indices. So we can put 2, 17, 11 and 15, and then we can put the indices like that. But why are we not putting indices in the key value? Well, we are interested in the we have to return the indices of two numbers. So hashmap has a method called get, and it returns the value which we're interested in. That's why we put the indices in the value. So what are we gonna do? So we can have a for loop that puts all the updates the hash map, and then in the second for loop what we can do is it's going to iterate through the nums. We can be like, okay, int complement is nothing but the target we are looking for and minus the current number we are looking at. And if we do that, say the target is 9 and then the current number we are looking at is 2, and then that should be 9 minus 2, and then complement becomes 7. So we're just checking, okay, does the hash map contains the key of 7? If so, return the corresponding value, which is 1, and then the current index, which is I. Okay, so that's how it works. But again, do we need the two for loops to this one, or can we just update it as we go along? Well, we can actually update our hash map as we go along, so we don't necessarily have to put the values into hashmap first. Alright, so that's pretty much the logic. So let's quickly do the question. So we have map of integer and integer. Let's call it num map equals new hashmap. And then we're gonna do one for loop. Int I equals 0, I is less than nums.length, and then I plus plus, and then we're going to have int complement equals target minus nums.i. Then we're going to check if num map that contains key of complement. If so, we just return current. So we have to return the in array, so it will be new int, and then we have to return this the order method. It can be any order it says, so we're going to return I, and then num map dot get complement, so it will return the index of the complement. And if the num map does not contain the complement, we just return at the current value and the corresponding indices. And then here we don't have to, we've got nothing to return, so I'm just going to return null. So let's run the test. Okay, it's accepted. Let's submit. Right, so that's 98%. Pretty result.